Hey, thank you so much for coming on the Sacred Green.
Thank
Love
you.
having you here.
So happy to be here.
Yeah. I'm on vacation, so I don't have my regular filming space, but we'll make the best of it.
We're making do.
Yeah. So I'd like you to introduce yourself to people who haven't heard of you.
Yeah.
Tell us a little more about yourself.
My name's Lauren McLaren. I'm 23 years old. I'm from this town, Sunridge. I'm a singer-songwriter, musician. I am currently deemed an emerging artist in Ontario. And last year, I was a part of an emerging artist showcase for North of Nowhere Music Festival. And then this year, I'm also in one for Sobel Beach Party as well, which hopefully, I don't know yet, but we might get there. I'm also in school for social work. This is my second degree.
Wow.
But yeah.
Wow, excellent. So I have a little bit of follow-up about that, especially the contest that you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned that you grew up in a small town in Sunridge. How many people are in Sunridge?
This town has a population of 1,000.
1,000 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a lot of people.
No.
Do you think growing up in a small town has shaped the way that you approach music? Are you music at all?
Definitely. I think it's given me more of a heartfelt approach to things. It's made me realize that you can be more vulnerable with music and connect with people better that way, just because you kind of have to when you're up here. Like, you don't really have a choice to not be connected through emotion when you're around the same 1,000 people every day.
You know everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows everything. So it's like, why not just incorporate that into music and song as well?
Is there anybody local that shows up in your music?
Yes, actually. So I work at the cafe here in Sunridge called Sips. And we have 2 regulars. Their names are Rosemary and Phil. And one day Phil came in and he looked at me and he was like, "What size are your feet?" And I was like, 7, why? And he was like, "Okay, I'll be right back." So he went out to his car and he came back into the cafe and he brought in this really old, crappy pair of cowboy boots. And I was like, this is the best thing I've ever been given ever.
You loved it.
I loved it. It was great. And they were like, "Rosemary doesn't wear them anymore. Like, we thought you would put them to better use. Like, just take them."
Yeah.
So I was sitting in my room one night just looking at them and I was like, how cool would this song be? Or how cool would it be to write a song about this?
About the boots?
About the boots. So I wrote a song about a pair of cowboy boots that Rosemary and Phil gave to me.
It's cool. What's the name of the song?
Ain't Done Walking Yet.
Ain't Done Walking Yet.
Yeah. Or the boot song, because nobody can remember that.
The boot song.
Like, in parentheses, it's called the boot song.
That's amazing. So how long have you lived here for?
My whole life. I was born and raised. Born in Huntsville, and then I was raised here.
Okay.
Haven't left.
You've never left?
I lived down south for about 3 months.
Oh, okay.
Hated every second of it, so I came back.
What did you like about it?
Just the atmosphere. I think coming from such a small town, it's really hard to like shape yourself into something that needs to be so city, if that makes sense.
Right.
I was also very young. I was 18.
Oh, okay.
So it just was not the right time, not the right people around me.
Yeah.
So
What was that move about? Were you going to school or just getting out of the house?
Well, my ex-boyfriend.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. This is not about music anymore.
I mean,
yeah, he got a job down there, and then I moved with him. It was my first year of college, so I was doing it all online because of COVID.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
yeah,
that's what brought me down there, and then I was like, yeah, no, screw this.
It wasn't for you.
It was just, yeah, no. And I haven't left since, and I'm okay with that.
You're totally fine with that.
Yeah.
You'll always be a small town girl, maybe.
Yeah. Just like how Journey said.
I'd love to ask you about your process, your musical process. You know, first of all, where do you get your ideas from? Well, you mentioned boots already.
All of the songs that I write have to do with an experience. So they will always have to do with something that I've been through before or that I've seen somebody else go through. It's never just, songwriting is actually like the hardest thing ever. And it does not come easy to me. So one of my like loopholes, I guess you could say, to doing it is doing it through experiences and have each song tell a story.
Right.
And then that way it just portrays, or it's easier to portray what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I like that. The lyrics kind of write themselves, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you're writing, I've always been curious about this from a songwriting perspective. I've written poetry, but very rarely have I put that to music. With you, does the music come first and then the lyrics, or the lyrics come first, then the music, or how does that work?
The lyrics come first. Yeah. And then the melodies will come, and then I'll put a melody to it. And then normally I'll have to switch a bunch of lyrics because my melody won't make sense with the lyrics, or like vice versa. But yeah, normally for me, the music or the lyrics will come first.
And how long does that process take?
It can take 2 seconds, or it can take 10 years. Like it depends how like vulnerable the song really is, and like how emotional it's going to be.
Right.
For example, Lilac Tattoo, the first song that I ever wrote, super duper emotional.
Yeah,
and like
maybe you should tell us more about that.
Yeah. So that song is about the tattoo that I have right here on my collarbone. It's a tattoo of a lilac, which is my grandpa's favorite flower. He passed away 7 years ago in a tragic accident. And then I was always kind of told that I needed to find a song that resonated with my grandfather and I's relationship, and I just could never do it. So then I was like, maybe writing a song about this tattoo, because he doesn't know that I have this tattoo.
Right.
So writing a song to tell him that I have the tattoo for him, and then everything that's happened since he's been gone is what the song is kind of about.
Wow. It's really beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Would you mind telling us more about your grandfather?
Yeah. He was like a jack of all trades. He could do literally anything, solve anybody's problem. There's a song that my grandma and aunt sing for him. It's called Bible in a 44. And that paints a picture, like, there's a lyric in it that says, he said, take what you got and do the best you can. Best thing you'll ever own is a piece of land. Like, he was just all about everything that you already had and just improving everything you've already had. Yeah, he was like the glue of our family. Like, when, like, the day that he passed away, it was like our whole world just kind of ended. Not ended, but like paused, I guess you could say. And nobody really knew where to go because he just kept us all together. He's the reason why my cousins are my siblings. But yeah, no, he was like a true best friend, but a grandpa all in one. It was pretty awesome. Yeah.
How old were you when he passed away?
I was 16. 16. Yeah, 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty important age, I think. You start to, because you're old enough to start to have a relationship with your grandfather. You know, like when you're little, it's not too much of a relationship there. You kind of play and have fun and stuff. But yeah, you really start to relate with your grandparents as you get older.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely made me appreciate my grandmother way more and like value my relationship with her, because we were like easily shown how quickly everything can change.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I have something to admit. I actually knew your grandfather.
You did.
Yes, just a little bit through your uncle. Yeah. And the few times that I met your grandfather, he just always impressed me as a huge man. He was a big man. His hands were big, and he was very strong man too. Yeah, that man, he owned a contracting company. Like, you drive through Sunridge and he built the whole thing. Like, he was a wizard. And it's funny too, because the first line in Lilac Tattoo is, you were a giant with an S on your chest. You were a giant. Yeah.
So, and it's true. He was.
And he was in many ways, other than just strength. He seemed like a very generous person too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's never putting himself first in anything. It's always other people.
Yeah. And you think that you've kind of taken some of those family values.
For sure. Yeah. We've all kind of taken what he's given us and just kind of ran with it and like who he was. My one cousin is a perfect example of him. He is so like heartfelt, but so selfless at the same time, and will always just be the person you can call and will be there in like 2 seconds flat.
Right.
He's definitely carried that on. He's also a heavy equipment operator, which my grandpa was too. So he's literally just the epitome of him. So it's cool to see that we've all kind of carried something about him with us.
Yeah. You see those McLaren signs everywhere.
Yeah. You do.
When did you first pick up the guitar?
I didn't pick up the guitar until about 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. I started on a ukulele.
Oh.
For my 14th birthday, my grandma, mom, and aunt gave me a ukulele.
Oh, it's a great little instrument.
Oh, yeah. That thing was my sidekick. Like, it did not leave. If I was, like, performing in front of my school or doing anything, like, my family does a little music festival at our beach every year.
Oh, wow.
And that thing was right up there with me. Like, we'd put a microphone down at it, and then there'd be one at my mouth, so I was singing, and then you could also hear my ukulele at the same time.
So you've been singing for a long time.
I've been singing.
Playing.
Yeah, I've been singing since, like, I could remember.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the first instrument I actually ever played was a piano.
Oh.
I was put in piano lessons, but I hated it so much. It was so complicated, and I just did not. As a kid, you couldn't keep me in one thing. It was like I'd do it for a month, and then I'd be like, "Hey, no, I don't want anything to do with it anymore." It's probably one of my biggest regrets because having a piano background is so important. But I know the basics enough that like it's okay.
So we'd have learned like some music theory and notation and stuff.
Yeah. And I took music classes all throughout high school. Like if you were to major in anything in high school, mine would have been music. But yeah, so like I do have a music theory background, which does help a lot. Right. But yeah, and then about 5 years ago, I actually learned how to play guitar on a banjo-tar.
A banjo-tar?
Yeah.
What is I don't know if I know what a banjo-tar is.
It's a banjo, but it's strung like a guitar.
Okay.
So you just play it like a guitar, but it sounds like a banjo.
Sounds like a banjo? That's awesome.
It's so cool. So cool. And yeah, I just sat down for like 5 hours, learned a major and a minor chord, and I was good to go. I haven't stopped since.
A banjo guitar.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. So would you consider yourself, you're still learning? Like you're...
Oh yeah, 100%. You get me to do any licks or anything on guitar, and like, no. No, I'm so simple, just chords.
The chord game is pretty good.
Strumming, and then the same picking pattern for each song if I'm going to pick something. Like, just very simple. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, but as far as your music's concerned, you probably don't need to know a lot of fancy stuff.
You really don't. No. If my theory is like if you have one instrument and you have your voice, like you're set, you're fine. Like if that's what you're striving to do. Right. It's crazy because like a lot of the times people think that like you need to be able to do crazy out of this world things with music and stuff like that if you want to be seen. And some of the time that is true. That is what will catch a listener's ear. But other times it's just a simple song that'll...
What was it like? I mean, so you played for your family. What was it? Do you remember your first public performance?
I do. It was in high school. My music teacher did like an alumni concert for Christmas, and I sang "Oh Holy Night."
Nice.
And the videos should not be ever seen ever because it was just crazy. But yeah, that was the first one. I was like scared shitless.
You were
but yeah,
nervous.
like oh yeah, little 15-year-old me up on a stage in front of so many people. But yeah, that was the first one. First big one, I guess you could say.
A Christmas song.
Yeah.
What about after that as a more of a public figure?
First public figure one would have been last year at the Emerging Artist Showcase.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Can you tell us a little bit about what was it called again?
So North of Nowhere is the music festival that it's associated with, but every year you'll see it with a bunch of music festivals, but they will do an Emerging Artist Showcase to kind of give an opportunity to younger, less known artists to be on a stage, get connected with a record label, see what like the music industry is all about kind of thing. It is a competition, so you do win things. I didn't win.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it's a great opportunity if
Yeah.
like you're just getting started
Yeah, that's
and
great.
want to
Get people
just
exposed to even competition.
exactly.
Competition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you did that.
I did that. I did that last year.
Uh-huh.
It was a crazy, like, I don't even know what you would call it.
Experience?
Yeah. Process. There we go.
Process. Okay.
It was a crazy process. Like you had to submit a video, and then I was like,
Oh.
no, like they're never gonna see this ever. Like
Right.
and that's the other thing too. I'm in such a stupid spot in Ontario. Like being up north, which I'm sure we can get more into, but
Right.
and being from a small town, it's so hard to get your name out there.
Right.
So I was like, no, like so many people. These are also open all across Canada.
Okay.
So it was just like, there's no
Right.
shot. And then I saw my name on a list, and it was like, okay, now you have to get everybody to vote for you, and you have to do that 8 times over.
Whoa.
And then the final 8 will go to the showcase. And then I remember I was in the final round, the round of 16.
Okay, good.
And then they had said, you'll find out later this week. Like, we'll make a post to tell everybody who has made it. And then it was like a Monday or something like that. It was just a dumb day. And I got tagged in an Instagram story, and it was like somebody that would never tag me in their Instagram story. So I was like, what the heck is this? And then I look, and my name is one of the 8, and I was like, oh. I was like, that's why. Yeah. And then I went.
Wow.
And I played.
So top 8.
Yeah. Top 8.
How did they have like finalists after that as well?
Yeah. So after the top 8, they chose 2.
Okay.
And then the 2 played.
2.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Whatever.
Wow. So how many people were in the overall competition?
In that one, there was 72.
72 people?
Yeah.
Okay. And you were in the top 8?
Yes.
That's really good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
This one this year.
Yeah, you've been in a more recent one, right?
Yeah, for Sawwell Beach Party. Again, the same thing. I'm like, they're not gonna see this, whatever. But then there was 141 applicants. They narrowed it down to 20.
Okay.
I was a part of that 20. And then that's when a voting round started. So we had to do, again, 10 days of voting every day, getting people, like, they really just want to see if you're able to promote yourself and, like, have yourself get out there by doing it yourself. Yeah. And then I got the email one morning that I placed 2nd in the voting round.
Second?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Which meant that, so they only picked 8 from the 20 based on votes. And then just last week, 2 weeks ago, I was down in Wyerton and I played for the judges. That was a crazy experience.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So, I was unaware, and lesson learned now, to always bring my own sound wherever I go, but they did not have a sound system. So at the very last minute, I had to go source out my own sound. Yeah, it was stressful. Wow. First time renting a sound equipment.
So when you got there, you found out? Or how long did you have to get some sound equipment?
I was playing at 7. I found out at 5 that I needed my own sound.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
what did you do?
I was down in Wyerton, and Owen Sound is like half an hour away. So I just sped to Owen Sound. I got there at 5:59 because they closed at 6.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. After Google Maps took us to the wrong spot. So I called them and I was like, hey guys, like the map took me to the wrong spot. Can you just stay open? Like, I need this sound. So then I told them what I was doing and stuff, and they were like, oh shit, like, yeah, you actually do need that
helping
sound.
You out.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the place
Long McQuaid.
Long McQuaid.
Yeah.
Shout out to Long McQuaid
I know.
and Owen Sound.
I know, they're great. They're the best at this point. And then I didn't get back to Wyerton until 6:45, and I was playing at 7. So I set up all the stuff and then tried out my mic. My mic was working perfectly fine. And then I plugged my guitar in and nothing was working.
Oh, shoot.
So I'm like trying everything. I'm switching my
this is
patch
new equipment
cords.
to you, right?
Right. So... switching my patch cords. I have a cook out there, like, playing around with it. One of the servers is like trying to call his boss, being like, hey man, like, you got another amp. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm already 20 minutes past when I'm supposed to be
Right.
playing, like, I'm just gonna play.
Mm.
So this thing has never been banged on more other than that hour that I played. But I just sat there and I just played it as loud as I could for
Wow.
my first half of the set. And then second half of the set, I was like, let's just try it again just to see. And it magically worked.
Randomly started working.
It just
What the
started
heck?
working. So then I was able to play my second half with my guitar, which was a
Okay.
lot better. But
Did the judges know? Like, were they aware of the situation?
That was another thing that I was unaware of too, is the crowd is actually my judge. There's no actual like judges panel there.
Okay.
Yeah, so the guy who runs Sawwell Beach Party, also I think owns this bar. And he came later in the night and was asking the crowd what they thought and stuff like that, and like if they were engaged enough and what they thought of my vocals and my like stage presence and stuff like that. And then from there, that's when they decide the top 4.
So were you around for any of that? Were you like
I was
in the
watching.
crowd with a hoodie on?
No, I was up there playing the whole time. And so I busted out my 2 best songs and I was like, here you go, man. But yeah, no, it was a crazy experience. Yeah.
And so you're still waiting to hear back from that?
I am. Yeah. I think the last artist plays August 22nd.
Okay.
Which is next weekend or next week at some point. So after next week, I will probably find out.
This is 2026 for those of you who are watching this in the future. Hopefully there's a good outcome.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm sure. Well, in the meantime, do you have any more plans for contests or performance?
As of right now, no. Like you wrapped up this summer has been really slow. And it's been really slow but really big gigs. Yeah, so nothing really yet. I think, this is just me kind of hoping and dreaming, be a little egotistical here, but there might be a few in September that I'll be asked to do, but other than that, yeah, that's kind of just.
And you mentioned you're in school, so you're busy, right?
Yeah.
Fall is a busy time for students.
Boo. I'm not excited.
You're not excited?
No, less than a month, and then I'm back in a classroom, but whatever. It's fine.
If you had to choose between playing music and doing, is it the social work?
I would obviously choose to play music. I would love to be a full-time artist and have that be my job, but right now it's not overly realistic, and it's always good to just have my backup plan. Like when I'm done school and I have my undergrad and then my master's, I might put it to the side. I don't know. Depends how things go here, but yeah, it's always just good to have something in my back pocket.
I think that's a reality for a lot of artists,
Yeah.
just trying to make it.
Yeah, like a lot of bigger artists, like Megan Maroney is a perfect example. She has a degree and she went and fully completed school and everything. She was in school when she got recognized.
Yeah.
But she was told the exact same thing as I am, like always just have your backup plan because you never know.
It's probably good advice.
Yeah. So I'm just living with that so far.
And I was just thinking about, I like to ask artists and people who write and musicians, about AI. Is this something you've ever thought about, as far as...
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've definitely, thought about... I'm like, well, if I want a song in 2 seconds, I can just easily pop it into my phone.
Right.
But no. It takes away the authenticity of
is
the
so
actual song.
Yeah.
So, no.
Yeah.
Never use it.
And even as far as, not even as using as what I was really thinking was as far as replacing artists, because people, you can find whole playlists on YouTube and Spotify that are AI generated now.
I think that's kind of like everything nowadays, where everybody is so concerned that AI is going to take over everything, and who knows, it might. But if people actually want the authenticity and the generosity, I guess you could say, that music brings to you, they will never let AI take over, kind of thing, because it's kind of like therapy. Sure, you can go talk to a robot if you want a therapist, but you're not getting that human connection.
Right.
And that's what music, to me at least, brings, is a human connection, because a human is actually writing it.
Right.
you know,
Right.
instead of a robot. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from the songs of yours that I've heard, there's definitely like human authenticity there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they're so specific to your own life and your experience.
They are.
It would be impossible for anyone else, let alone an AI, to write
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
As a writer, have you ever experienced, in a songwriter, have you ever experienced something like writer's block?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like every time I'm sitting down to go write a song, I'll get like a verse out and then I'm like, well, I don't know what to say next. I don't know what to do. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, that's all I had to say.
Mhm.
There's a 1-verse song for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, all the time.
How do you deal with it?
I put it down and then who knows how long that'll be. It might be 2 minutes, might be 5 minutes, might be 5 days, might be like 5 months.
Right.
But then as soon as like something pops back into my head, then I'll be like, okay, there we go. There we go. It's such a process. It's such a timely
Do you
process.
carry like a notebook or like
my phone?
Your phone?
Everything just goes right on in there. Yeah. I have like a note that's just full of random lyrics.
Stuff.
Yeah.
It seems to me like with the songs that I've listened to, they're quite consistent, right? So about your grandfather, the Lilac Tattoo. What's the other one you have on?
Keep This in Mind.
Keep This in Mind. That's a beautiful song. It seems super like consistent. Like it doesn't seem like you've sat down, wrote a few lines, jumped back up, left it, and then came back. It almost seems like you're telling a complete story.
Yeah. So what will happen then is if I ever do have to go back to it, I'll try my best to finish the song, or like when I do finish the song, I'll then read it over and just try and fit everything into parts where I think it works best, kind of thing.
Okay.
So then I get that polished, like it's going through kind of like a storyline a little bit. Like it's like it starts when you were young and then ends when you were old, for example, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a kind of a narrative flow to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've enjoyed that about those songs.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've definitely got to release some more.
Well, hopefully by the end of the year, I will have a fully self-produced EP out.
Excellent.
Yeah.
By the end of the year?
Yes.
Just in time. Maybe you have to go back to Silent Night.
Oh,
and
God.
include that on the album.
Oh, no.
Get the ukulele out, right?
Oh, no. No. That's in the archives and will stay in the archives.
McLaren Family Archives, totally sealed.
Yep.
Nobody's going to see that.
No.
You mentioned being from the North, being in the North, and how difficult it can be sometimes to have exposure. Did you want to talk more about that as far as, from an artist's perspective, what that's like?
Yeah. There is not a lot of opportunity up here at all. It's kind of just being surrounded by the same people, and these people are amazing.
Right.
They're the reason why I am in the position I am in today. But because there's not more, it's hard to be more recognized or to like have people understand that I am just as good as the people who are down
in
south
larger centers.
Yeah. Also being a woman in a small town, be like having a country folk style, women definitely have it a little bit harder in that genre because, it's just the stereotype of
the
men
Bob
in
Dylans
country
or the
music.
whoever.
Exactly. Yeah. Not a lot of people appreciate a woman in country music. You'll see them more in pop.
Right.
That's more of like a woman's forte.
Right.
So being in the country music industry as a woman is also very hard to kind of prove yourself. And
wow. So you feel pressure, like an extra pressure.
Definitely. Oh yeah. Yeah. I feel like I have to kind of work 10 times more harder than a man would. And like that's no shame because, they do have it a little bit easier, which is like all the power to you. If that was me, I'd be running with it as well. But no, I'm not mad that I have to work 10 times harder because then that just means that I have more proof.
Right.
And that I am able to prove to you that I'm able to do it just as good, maybe if not better than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know
find
if that's cocky or confident.
Extra motivation, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any advice for somebody, say, who's like from a small town up north and they love music, they love playing and writing music?
Just do it. Yeah. The only way it's gonna ever happen is if you just do it. I for example, the only reason like I got into the Emerging Artist Showcase with a video that I posted the day before the applications closed. And yeah, like everything's going to tell you to not do it, especially because we're up here.
Right.
Everything's going to say like, no, you won't make it. But you literally just have to jump in with 2 feet and just go. Take every opportunity that you can and just run, because again, like you have to work 10 times harder than somebody down in the city or down south outside of Muskoka or in Northern Ontario. So
yeah, I imagine just in terms of like just numbers of pubs or singing, like opportunities to perform and stuff, there's just way more in the south.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, for sure. Yeah.
So for those people, or who are trying to get into it in the north, then you're saying just do it. Put yourself out there. I mean, YouTube age, like Instagram.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, social media is literally your best friend when it comes to trying to put yourself out there. I have a really good friend. His name's Ethan Miller, and he just started posting on TikTok one day.
Yeah.
He was a 100 views, 5 likes, 1 comment kind of guy. Now he's huge.
Oh.
He's just announced like his debut Australia tour.
Oh.
Yeah, like no, this guy's going.
Good for him.
He's gone places.
Wow.
So yeah, and his his advice to me was what I exactly just said too, was just do it. Like you just have to do it, and you have to be consistent with it. Your consistency matters, because if you want to prove that you are willing to do this, you have to be consistent and not like do one thing one time and be like, okay, like where's everybody? Where's my record label? Where is all of my...
So, I mean, yeah, there's maybe some good advice. Don't have, unrealistic expectations. Maybe.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. That's what's kept me in check this whole time, is staying very humble about it. Like with the whole Saddle Beach Party Emerging Artist Showcase, I'm very aware that I could not go. Especially because of the way that my audition went.
Right.
It can turn a crowd off for sure, because it almost doesn't look like I have my stuff together a little bit. But also, then if you look at it from a different perspective, it's like, well, she
did pretty well considering you just had new equipment.
She did do it. But yeah, and I just tell myself all the time, I'm like, there is a chance that you won't do it, and that's okay. Like there is so many more opportunities out there, but there is also a chance that you could do it.
Yeah.
But don't get cocky about it and stay in your lane.
How would you weigh those things, like between going into actual physical places and playing versus social media, getting yourself on TikTok, Instagram or whatever? Which one do you think would have like more weight as far as getting you out?
I think it really honestly depends where you are. If you're in Northern Ontario, especially like Northern Muskoka, your view count and like everything that, or like people, it reaching a certain audience is a lot harder.
Right.
Whereas if you are playing in places,
that's true,
it would be easier. However, if you're down south per se, you do have way more opportunities with social media, because it's targeting a larger audience, and then you are able to, more people are going to see you, so then it's going to make them want to be like, hey, come play for me.
Right.
Hey, do this for me, that kind of thing. That's exactly how Ethan did his. Yeah, like he got recognized by a bunch of different people.
Okay.
He
so he was playing like he was doing the public thing, like he was doing the wherever he was playing.
So his
and the social media.
Right. Yeah, he started with social media and then it went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whereas I kind of did the opposite. I started with in person and then I went to social media to see if like that could help. I mean, he got an offer from a record label down in Nashville because he started on social media kind of thing. Yeah, no, it really worked out for him, which is amazing. But then also with my social media, you have a better opportunity, or I guess not just with mine, but with social media, you have a better opportunity of bigger artists seeing who you are.
Right.
And then that opens up doors for them to want you to open for them,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
like music festivals
Talk to you
being
and
like, hey, come play for me kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So where can people find you then if they want to follow you?
On Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, I'm on it all. Yeah. And then like I said, my music's out on all streaming platforms, and hopefully if this semester goes well,
hmm
I'll be able to release a fully self-produced EP.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I'm looking
me
forward to it.
too. Me
Thanks
too.
for being on the Sacred
Yeah,
Green.
thank you for
Yeah.
having me. Told you things I never told a soul before the night. Sat there laying down my heart like cards in black and white. You listened while I talked, but somewhere in your eyes I could feel you slipping before you said goodbye. Maybe you were born to leave and I was born to hold. I don't know why I still reach for things already gone. Yours was always rolling, mine was giving it away. Some hearts are made for leaving and some hearts are made to stay. Cover band was playing Blue Rodeo downtown. Tennessee fire on my lips as the crowd sang out loud. I looked around that room full of people passing through and wondered if they're all just here the way I thought I had you. Maybe you were born to leave and I was born to hold. I don't know why I still reach for things already gone. Yours was always rolling, mine was giving it away. Some hearts are made for leaving and some hearts are made to stay. I think about your silence more than words you ever said. Funny how a memory can keep a heart from getting rest. You never broke a promise, you never drew a line. You just disappeared so slowly and I didn't see a goodbye. Maybe you were born to leave and I was born to hold. I don't know if it's foolish or if it's just the way I am. Mine keeps building houses for people on their way. Some hearts are made for leaving and mine was made to stay.